Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're talking order of operations, and this is going to be a real quick little video. We will have more lessons on this later, but here is a quick little intro for you. So we have already talked about order of operations a little bit. And again, what the heck does this mean? Well, operations, that sounds like a big deal, but it's not. We're not talking about getting your appendix taken out or getting your tonsils removed. We're talking math operations, and you've been working with these since grade 1. We've got addition. We've got subtraction. We've got multiplication. We have division. These are all operations. And what the order of operations is referring to is how do we solve an expression or a number sentence when there's more than one type of operation. We have seen, there we go. Sorry, we've seen this one, 2 plus 2 times 2. And if we were just going from left to right, that would be 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. We'd arrive at the answer 8. But that would be incorrect because we didn't follow the order of operations. That being said, like which operation should happen first, which one second, etc. Okay. The acronym BEDMAS. Boom, BEDMAS. It stands for all the operations we're going to be working with, and it gives us the order. So B is first in BEDMAS. So that's the very first operation. And what the heck is it? Well, it's brackets. Boom, brackets. The second one is E for exponents. Next one is D for division. M for multiplication. A for addition. And S for subtract or subtraction. Okay. Now, what the heck does this all mean? I mean, cool. We've got an order of operations, but what does this actually mean? Well, let's go back to our example here. 2 plus 2 times 2. I've got two operations here, addition and multiplication. Which one comes first? Well, I go back to BEDMAS and I scan. I look for brackets. Are there any brackets here? Nope. And if you're wondering, like, what are brackets? Don't worry. We're going to talk about it. But there are no brackets here. Are there any exponents? Same thing. If you don't know what that means, that's totally okay. You'll actually learn this in grade 6. Then I check for division. Is there any division? Nope. Is there multiplication? Yeah, there is. So notice multiplication comes before addition. So yeah, I'll do the multiplication first. So I'm not going to go equals whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go to the next line. And the next line of math, I'm going to simplify one of these operations. So I'll simplify multiplication first. 2 times 2 is 4. Now I used both these 2's, right? They're used up. They're gone now. They turned into this 4. But I haven't used the addition sign, so it just drops down to the next line. Nor did I use the 2. It drops down. Cool. Now there's only one operation left, so of course I'll simplify it. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay. Here's an example of how we're using the order of operations and the acronym BEDMAS to find the correct answer. Okay. Now, here's something I think is really cool. Let's say I really wanted it to equal 8, like we may have accidentally done before, right? And when we were doing it wrong, when we weren't using order of operations, you go from left to right. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. Well, how could I make it work? How could I make it actually equal 8? Well, if we look back at all these operations, the very first one, brackets. This is what a pair of brackets looks like. Maybe I'll use a better color. Yikes. There we go. There's one bracket, and there's another bracket. And we can see how these brackets are around 2 plus 2. And what these brackets are saying is whatever is on the inside, if there's an operation on the inside of these brackets, you have to simplify them first. So it's essentially making whatever operations on the inside jump to the front of the line. So now, because we have B for brackets, it's the first operation, we have to simplify what's inside the brackets. So 2 plus 2, I have to simplify that first because of brackets. That simplifies to 4. And times 2 drops down. I haven't used it yet. 4 times 2 is 8. Yikes, 8. There we go. Kind of 8. Okay. So that's essentially how brackets work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just erase this. Okay, let's do one more. What if I had 10 times 2 plus 3? All right, 10 times 2 plus 3. Think of bed mass. Yikes, you're going to be so much more so much more neat than I am. It's kind of hard writing with a mouse. Bed mass. Probably should write that down on the top of your sheet every stinking time. So I've got multiplication and addition. Multiplication, yeah, it comes first, right? M comes before A. So 10 times 2 is 20. Plus 3 drops down because I haven't used it yet. Simplify the last operation, and that's 23. Always circle your answer. Beautiful. Okay. But now, let's have some fun with it. Let's go 10 times 2 plus 3. But I'm going to throw in a pair of brackets, and they will go around 10 times 2. Cool. Let's follow the order of operations. Well, do I have brackets? Yeah, I do. And there's an operation on the inside, so I guess I have to do that first. So 10 times 2 comes first now. Plus 3 drops. 20 plus 3 is 23. Huh. Well, hey, I arrived at the same answer. Why? Well, notice where my brackets are. My brackets are around multiplication. So they force the multiplication to go first. But over here, multiplication had to go first anyway because of the order. Okay. So sometimes the brackets don't really have much of an effect at all. Let's make them have an effect this time. Okay. So I'm just going to change where these brackets are going. Sorry, this eraser is ridiculously small. There we go. Okay. This time, I'm going to put the brackets around 2 and 3. So let's see how that changes things. Okay, so looking at bed mass, do I have brackets? Yeah, I do. And look, there's stuff inside that I can simplify. So I have to do the brackets first because it's first in bed mass. 2 plus 3 is 5. Multiplication sign drops down. I haven't used it yet. 10 drops down. Excuse me. So now it's 10 times 5. I can simplify that, and that's 50. And look at the difference in the answer from 23 to 50. Pretty different, right? The only thing we changed was just adding in a pair of brackets. The numbers were the same. The other operations were the same. But changing the order of the operations can have a drastic difference in answers. So what the heck are you going to be doing for this assignment? Well, for this page, you're going to calculate and simplify, it should say simplify actually, these expressions. Okay. Now they didn't really leave you a lot of space to show your work. I encourage you to have some scrap paper, write out each expression, and then simplify it step by step by step. So I'm going to give you the answer for this first one. I have addition and multiplication. What comes first? Well, in bed mass, M comes before A. So 4 times 7 is 28. And plus 2 drops down, or 2 plus, I should say. 2 plus 28 is 30. Boom. So now I've shown my work properly. I've circled my answer. I've built good habits because this is the expectation. This is how you're expected to show this work. Okay. On the sheet, though, they didn't leave you a lot of space for but they only left you space for the answer. So show your work on scrap paper. Put your answer on here. When you're done, check the backside. Use the answer key. Mark it. Okay. And when you're done all of that, go to, yikes, struggling here. There we go. Go to IXL. Okay. Practice on these IXL numbers. All right, guys. Have fun. Good luck. I'll smell you later.